Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is me, your girl, Goddess of Love and Truth Reacts, coming to you with another reaction video upload. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber or viewer, welcome back. All of you guys' support is greatly and truly appreciated. If you have not subscribed to the channel as of yet, be sure to go ahead, click that subscribe button, click that bell notification for all so that you never miss an upload. And because it's fun over here, you get to help me and my channel grow by putting us in the YouTube algorithm. Liking the video does the same. Don't forget to leave your comments down below and share the video as well. All right, you guys, y'all know what time it is. It's that time of day, honey. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. On the next episode of Beyond the Gates, Season 1, Episode 41. So this episode picks back up with Eva and her psychedelic mama. Child, this woman is crazy, crazy, crazy. They still fussing about whether or not Eva saw her at the country club, but Eva saw her, and yesterday when it ended, she was like, "Who do you think you talking to, little girl?" Like that. And so they was going back and forth, and she said, "I made sure that you have that job," like that. And then Eva looking at her crazy again, because like, how could you make sure that she had the job if you wasn't the one to put this girl in the hospital and stuff? So then she ended up clarifying herself. She was like, "And then you thought that I would do something to the girl, like I ran her off the road and this and this and that third." Yeah, you did that, but girl. So they kept talking about that, and then her mom said, she said, "I'm not the one that's been lying. You the one's been lying. I told you you supposed to lie to Nicole and Ted, but you been lying to me." She was like, "What have I lied about? I haven't lied about anything." And then her mom told her, she was like, "Yeah, like how you said you was going to go meet the cake, going to the cake vendor or something like that." She said, "There's no such thing as a cake vendor." So first she was, popping it on her. Then she eventually let her know that, "Yeah, you left your phone in here when you went to get something out of my car." And she said, "And you went through my phone?" She like, "I sure did, baby. Let me find that." She set her up to, y'all know she set her up to go outside. She wanted to go through that phone. Yeah. So Eva, they talked it out or whatever. Eva, they playing each other because her mama doing that narcissist behavior and, manipulating Eva, but Eva is hip to it now. So Eva started, doing it back to her. But like when they hugged it out or whatever, you can tell by Eva facial expression, she not buying that stuff. Baby, they was going at it, honey. Eva like, "I saw you with my own eyes," because she was still denying. Oh yeah, that's what she gonna say. She said, "You didn't see me, you saw Sherri." I was like, this woman is crazy. So she done lost her damn mind. Like, it's like, even like, regardless of which one of your personalities I saw you. It was you. She said, "So since you was playing like you was Sherri, it makes it not you." Like, girl, Leslie is a fool. So then we go here. I didn't catch all of what they said because the a plane flew by, chest. I couldn't hear everything, but I think I heard most of it. Randy is a snitch first and foremost because he say that he's Doug's friend or whatever. So why are you telling Joey everything? He mentioned to Joey about Doug finding the lottery ticket and winning $50,000 on the lottery ticket, but instead of him paying Joey off, he wanted to go and bet. He's like, he wanted me to find him a bookie. So from what he was saying, I couldn't understand because he said he wanted me to, as if he didn't do it. And I'm like, wait, but you told Doug that you did find him a bookie and he lost. So I'm like, wait, did he lose or did he not? Did he give the people the money or did he not? So that's the part that I didn't hear when it messed up or whatever. But I did hear Joey say, yeah, because he was like, now he gonna be owing two people. Like, no, Joey said, "I don't need him owing two people. I've already contacted the bookie." So Randy was like, "Well, how did you even know about the Doug?" Like, I mean, Joey was like, "I know everything." So even before Randy told him about the horse race, Joey already knew, but Joey didn't necessarily know where Doug got the money from. He didn't know that Doug had a got a $50,000 off a lottery ticket. But Randy told him that. I was like, you is such a snitch. Like, why are you telling him that? So then we go here. I tried to cut Doug chest off because I don't want you two to be getting me. But we go here. You know, they was finished their thing, doing their thing or whatever. I told y'all how they were piping hot yesterday, honey. So they was sitting up there. They was talking about how when they first met, just reminiscing on the old times, you know what I'm saying? Then we go here to this one here, and she come out, and they was talking. He was fixing a drink, and he was like, you want me? He was like, I'm gonna fix me a drink. He was like, you want a mocktail? She said, no, I have what you having, like that. And he was like, how you gonna have what I'm having? And she said, I'm not pregnant. I was like, duh, Ted, I mean not Ted, Bill, duh. If she say she having what you having and she say she want vodka, that means she can drink. He talking about you can't drink that until 9 months. And she was like, I'm not pregnant. So he was like, he started feeling sad. I was like, what you sad for? At first you didn't want no baby, but he did start, turning a different eye to it. He did start looking at it in a different perspective because remember he started that college fund. I think it was a college fund or something. He started something where the kid will have money. So then we go here, and Nicole is visiting Laura at the hospital, and they're talking about her condition, and they don't understand how one day she was fine, then the next day she had potassium in the system, then the next day it's not there, and they can't understand how it got there. And so Laura was like, so what are you saying? You think somebody put it there like that? Nicole said, I don't know. And so they thinking that's what happened. But Nicole let her know, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. We're gonna find out who did who's messing with you, doing this, because whatever is happening, they feel like Nicole feel like it's happening on purpose. And she told Laura, she said, you're family like that, and nobody hurts family. And so Laura was saying that she glad that Nicole has Eva. She was like, Eva is great, and she's fulfilling big shoes that which are yours or whatever. She said, but that's gonna always be your job like that. Eva is just standing in. She said, you are like family. So she letting her know you come before Eva. I said, ooh, child, hunter. And then here go Eva and her mama, they still fussing or whatever. And then they rekindled. They made up. I shouldn't say rekindled. They made up. And then her mama said she was gonna leave to go get some milk. They was talking again, but we ain't got to rehash everything. They was pretty much talking about the same thing, going back and forth with the lies between the two. So then we go here, y'all, and yeah, it started off slow, but the end, baby, they always leave us on the cliffhanger at the end. I like that though. Long as they get to it on the next episode, which they normally do. So we go here, and Kat is telling Tomas about everything with Eva, and she even told him about the time she set up the hidden camera, and Eva found it, and that Eva went and she deleted the footage like that. And he was like, are you serious? He said, how do you know? And she was like, yeah, because I caught her twice in my mom's personal files for her clients where she's not supposed to be in, like that. And then he was like, how do you know she deleted? She basically admitted that she deleted it like that. So then she was like, I'm going to figure this out. She said, and when I do, they're going to realize that Eva was up to no good. She was like, I just got to find out what she's doing. She said, it's something about her where, she's so, excited, like over the hills to throw this anniversary party for my parents. She was like, for people like she barely even knows. She was like, she just doing too much too soon. She don't even know them like that. And she was like, I'm trying to figure out what she's up to before she what she say, before she throw blood on my family or something like that. She said, before she try to bring her family down or whatever, because she feel like that's what Eva's end goal is. And Kat ain't wrong, because Kat is on it. Kat was moving about things the wrong way, but she's spot on with her analysis, okay? So Tomas, old traitor, he a traitor. He said, but I'm glad he was a traitor, honey. He said, well, what if there's something that I could do to help you like that? And she was like, Really? She was like, what are you gonna do? You gonna give me an investigator from y'all law firm or whatever? He was like, no, I'm not gonna bring the law firm into it. So she was like, well, what are you gonna do? Like that. So then he was like, well, what if I can help by, and he started telling her, he was like, well, I talked to Eva as a friend. She said, oh, friends, y'all friends, like that. So he told her that Eva, first he kept beating around the bush. I was like, dude, you the one offered her your help. She didn't ask you for the help. You offered it. So stop beating around the bush and go on and tell her what the hell you finna tell her. I thought he was gonna get a private investigator as well, but child, Cat don't need no private investigator. She like, she PI. We the PIs already, honey. You know how women are. We don't need no private investigator, honey. We just need a little bit of information and we gonna get the rest, okay? Hunted, child. But anyway, so he told Kat about the conversation where Eva was saying that she lost her mom at a young age and that her mom friend took her in, and she was saying that her mom friend had a husband, but he never looked at her like a daughter. And she was, because he said that he told her about the lawsuit with Naomi and Bill, and he said that she was saying that she could never do anything like that to her father. You know what I'm saying? She would never go against. So she was like, well, who is her father? And then he was like, well, that's the thing. She don't know who her father was. She never knew who her father was. And Kat was like, okay. And she was like, well, I met that stepmom of hers or whatever she called her. She said before, she was like, and she's worse than Eva like that. She was like, I can see why Eva act the way that she act or whatever. So he was like, yeah, her name was Leslie. And then she was like, no, the lady I met, she said her name was Anna. So then he was like, well, I don't know. Don't quote me. Maybe I got the names wrong. No, boo, you got the name right. She said Leslie, and who she met was also Leslie, but she had on one of them boom shakalaka wigs. Well, that wig right there was cute. So it's the other wig that looked like a poodle that I don't like. But the wig she had on when she was acting like she was Anna, talking to Kat, that wig was cute. But anyway, she was like, well, yeah. So there was a difference. She was like, that's all right. I'm gonna figure it out, baby. She got her stuff and she left. I was like, where's she going? Child, well, y'all see where she went. I know if y'all already watch, y'all already know, but baby, wait till we get to that part. Haunted. Child, it's going down in beyond the gates. Or what is it called? Fairmont Crest. Baby. So then we go here. What was this? Was still when Joey was talking to Randy, but he said, I forgot what he said at this point, because what made me snap this, I think this when he actually said the part about he already took care of the bookie, and he was like, we don't need Doug Owen, me and the bookie, we don't need the extra hands in it or whatever. And he told him about the wife. That's what he was right here. He started telling him about the wife. And he was like, yeah, so she's in on it. And he was like, Vanessa is gonna be business partners, work with you. He was like, yeah, like that. He was like, how did you get her to do that? And he was saying, I don't remember his exact words, but he was saying something about his persuasive nature or something or whatever, but she about her business or something like that. He didn't tell him the whole truth or whatever, but he wasn't believing it. That's why he was looking like that. But Joey pretty much let him know that Vanessa is on team to work with, they working together with the housing industry. She don't know about his other stuff that she finna be funneling money about, but he done talked her into he said with my charm. That's what he said. He said he was able to persuade her with his charm. So we already talked about this and she already left. So we go back here. We already discussed this as well. This is when she said, you think someone did this on purpose or whatever? And Nicole was like, yes, but she was like, they're going to get to the bottom of it. This is still him thinking about, what if they had a child or whatever. So she was like, so you really want a baby? She was like, at first, when I first told you, you wasn't too thrilled about it, but then you came around. And then he was like, yeah, he was like, I'm just thinking about, what if we did have a little one or whatever. And she was like, well, you got your daughters, you got Naomi and and Chelsea that you had with Denny, he was like, no, I ain't trying to go back to there like that. He was like, no, I'm talking about with you like that. And she was like, oh, you want a kid with me or something like that. And he said he wouldn't mind. He said at first, no, he wasn't down for it. But the thought of it, he started coming around, and now the fact that he know it's no baby, then it does kind of hurt his feelings. He is sad about it. He feels some type of way, honey. So we already talked about them. They was reminiscing or whatever. And then she told him that he was like how he was when they first met. And then he said, I'm the same man that I was. He said, but he said, you was different. He said, it's like you was thinking about something. He said, who was you thinking about like that? Baby. And when she first was talking to him, they was talking at first, but then he ended up zoning out. He zoned out, and then he started picturing and remembering her with her with Joey right before they went and did the thing or whatever. And that's when he was zoning out and she was talking to him and he wasn't listening. And then when he, snapped back to, that's when he said that it's like she was doing it with somebody else, right? So she kind of turned her head or whatever, and while they was talking, she was crying, honey. She had tears rolling down her face or whatever. So he ended up getting a text or a call or something. He said he forgot he was supposed to do this meetup with the patient or a follow up with a patient or whatever. And he was like, he got to go. He said he's sorry. He forgot about it. She was like, oh, that's okay. No worries. It's okay. And then so she got on the phone. You can see that tear. Can y'all see that tear right there? Yeah, girl, she was crying, honey. So she got on the phone and she called and she said, yes, I need to schedule the same person that I had the last time for a few hours. I was like, damn, girl, you ain't satisfied the way y'all was getting it in. You had me over here crunk for y'all yesterday because they was getting it in. I be happy for people that get their groove on in a good way, honey. Get y'all, baby, get that stress release. I'm so silly. Anyway, so I was like, damn, she ain't satisfied. This woman, her hunted, shy girl. You need to get you some toys or something. Cause they was getting it in. I could see if he wasn't doing nothing or it was quick or something like that. Then okay, I could understand. But girl, you seem like you was satisfied to me. You said you was, but then after y'all started talking and reminiscing, then she wasn't satisfied no more. But baby, the way she lit up when she made that phone call, I was like, okay. But at first, when she picked up the phone, I was like, I know she ain't about to call Joey, but she didn't. She called the little agency to get her little boy toy that she be the trainer at the Diego, I think that's his name, the one that she always be messing with or whatever. So then remember Leslie left to go get the milk, and this girl here, Eva, she's sitting on the couch and somebody knock on the door. So she don't, once again, another person not looking at the peephole. I just was talking about this yesterday on one of the Country Wayne skits or whatever, answering the door without looking out the peephole to figure out who it is. So she just opened up the door and Cat walked her happy-go-lucky ass right up in there like that's her hair. Because when Eva was opening up the door, she was like, what did you forget? She thinking it's Leslie. Like, girl, why would Leslie be knocking on her own damn door? Hunted, child. Baby, Cat came in there. I like to lost my and Eva too, baby. Look at her face. She look, Eva look like she just coming in the house the way Cat walked right smooth up in there. Oh man, wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. My bad. I had to make sure I got back on the right picture. Didn't want to go too far. Goodness gracious. See, I be doing too much. Too crunk and I done hit the thing and child. But anyway, so she up in there. I forgot what I was saying because that made me lose my train of thought. So yeah, so I'm glad that Cat came over there, but Cat came over there, whatever. First, Eva was like, "What are you doing here?" She said, "How do you know where I stay?" Like that, and then she was like, I have my ways or whatever, something she said or whatever. So she said that she came over here. She said, did your mom and dad send you over here like that? She was like, nope, I came over here for myself like that. And then she was like, okay. And she was like, well, I came over here because we got off, played her. She said, I got her, but I don't think Eva was feeding. Well, I guess she did because we'll see. I'm gonna tell y'all. So sorry, my bad, y'all. I'm all over the place. So she was like, I came over here because, we got off on the wrong foot or whatever. And she was like, I got this and I got that. And then Eva was like, well, and I got nothing. She was like, it kind of came off the wrong way. It wasn't meaning to come off like that. So they were standing right here. She was like, I didn't mean it to come out. Like, she walked that far up in their house, not being invited. I'm like, people just kill me walking up in folks' house when you wasn't invited, honey. But so she basically apologized to Eva or whatever, and Eva was like, "What? So you want us to be like sisters?" And Kat was like, "No, I wouldn't say all of that. I would say we can hit the reset button. You know what I'm saying, like that." And Eva was being sarcastic, so I'm like, "Okay, Eva ain't feeding into this girl stuff or whatever." But then next thing you know, Eva phone ring, and she was like, "That's my phone. It's in the other room. I need to go get it." You don't leave this girl up in your house by herself like that. I mean, like, even still, if you in another room, that's why I said at first, I thought Eva wasn't going for the reason that she said that she came over there. But then you left her in there unattended? Like, why would you do that? So I was like, okay, maybe she is falling for Kat reason for being over there, child. But I was glad that Kat came over there because I really don't want her psycho mama to mess up Nicole and Ted's anniversary. Like, they are really some good people. Like, well, to me, they some good people, honey. And she just psycho. Like, why you just couldn't tell this man that you didn't have an abortion and that's his kid or whatever? Like, why does it have to be that dramatic? You act like he owe you something. He ain't owe her nothing. He broke it off with her. He even gave her money to make sure she was set and everything. Like, girl, you just psychedelic. Like, hunty, y'all was never in a relationship. Like, get your life. Y'all were just doing the do, okay? So then we go here, and Randy asks Doug, what are you doing here? So Doug done lied, because remember he told his wife he was going to go see a patient. He done went up to the damn casino. I said, see, this ninja here. So he tell Randy, he was like, I'm just here to see if I can withstand it, if I can be here without gambling or whatever. Randy was like, man, Doug, you doing the most or whatever. He was like, I'm just saying. He was like, I gotta see. He said, because I apparently got a problem. He said, I had $50,000 I won and then I lost it within minutes. You damn sure did. That was a damn shame. Like, you were dumb as hell for that, Doug. Like, baby, ain't no words for that. So then she texts. She remember she called the service that had a dude to meet up with her. And she said, you're late. I may have to punish you like that. And she's smiling or whatever, baby. So I'm like, girl. Vanessa is like an energizer bunny, honey. I was like, damn. Like, baby, she didn't waste no time after her and Doug finished doing their thing, honey. So next thing you know, this ninja show up. And she was like, what are you doing here? Like that. And he was like, why are you calling escort services to pay for sex like that? And she looked at him like, what in the entire... And how do you know that? He was like, I own the service or whatever. He was like, you don't have to pay for it. So, baby, she is pissed off that he know. And I don't know if he owned it or not. He probably done threaten the man and be like, what you meeting up with her for or whatever. Or he probably got some type of tabs on her phone or whatever. Or he could possibly own it because, baby, he knew that she called. I'm like, but if that's the case, then he would have been knowing. Like, why say something now? You know what I'm saying? Sure. I was like, this ninja is out of control. See, that right there would have pissed me off because get out my business if I ain't tell you my business, but sure. So he go around, he sat down, they have a conversation, and she was like, well, I didn't want to share that information with you. So he was pretty much, brainwashing her, manipulating her, telling her if she got to do all of that. Oh, he said that he came to take the man's place. He was like, you don't need him. He was like, I could replace him or whatever. And she was like, what? Like that. And then she said that, She is very well still married, but she still can do what she want like that. She was like, so are you, he asked her, so you not satisfied with Doug? She was like, I didn't say that. And he was like, well, apparently you not. And he was like, and you don't love him like that. She said, I very much love my husband. He said, but you're not in love. She said, who says in love anymore? I love my husband. We have an understanding or whatever. So basically, he telling her that she not meeting up with the little trainer dude no more, and if she want to do the damn thing, that she can do it with him. I was like, what? What? Who are you to make that decision for her? But child, she let him talk her into it, honey. So we go back to them. He talking about the same thing. I don't even remember why I took this picture again. I think, well, because he got a phone. Well, he did a phone call or whatever. But I think I got a picture of that when he called somebody. I can go and tell y'all now, but I think I got a picture of it in a minute. He called somebody and told them that he needed to see them or whatever, that to meet up. So I don't know who he called. They didn't show us, but then he left after that. So then we go here. They still having a conversation. This was before Eva went back there to get her phone. I already told y'all what she was talking about before her phone rang. So when Eva went to go get her phone, Kat started walking around the house like I knew she would, because that's what I would have did, especially if I'm coming to find out. But first of all, I would have seen that when I first came in, but she was too busy trying to get up in there before Eva can stop her, so she paid no attention to it. But when she came back, well, when not came back, but when she started walking around, she saw the picture and she recognized the woman and she see Eva. So she pulled her phone out, honey, and she go to take a picture. And when she took the picture of the phone, in comes psychedelic Leslie, honey. Leslie said, can I help you? Baby, and when I tell you Kat was shook it, I ain't think nobody could shake her, but baby, she was shook it. But she got that picture. I was like, girl, snap the picture. Before you even turn around, just snap the picture. Screw her. Get the picture. Get the picture. But she got the picture, y'all. And that's how she was looking, baby. She was shook because she know she had got busted, honey. So we go here. We already talked about them. We ain't got to go back. That's his phone call. We ain't got to rehash that. We already talked about that. We ain't got to rehash that. This is the same thing. She told her, we're going to get to the bottom of it. Your family, I'm going to find out who is messing with you. You know what I'm saying? Who is doing this stuff to you. So back here, Leslie like, how can I help you like that? And she was like, I'm here for like that. And then next thing you know, Eva came out. Eva was like, she came over here for me. That's Kat, you know what I'm saying? So her mom was like, oh. And as they were sitting up there, as Eva was telling her who she was, baby, Kat started remembering. She started remembering this girl here. This is who Anna is. So Anna and Leslie is the same person. So remember, she said she told Tomas that the person told her that her name was Anna. And he was like, yeah, she said Leslie, but maybe I got the names wrong or whatever, but she didn't. So now she know that this woman be saying her name is something else and be wearing these different wigs. I wish she would have saw that wig on the couch, because the wig on the couch was that damn poodle wig that she be wearing when she saying her name is Sherri, honey. Girl. So she was reminiscing again, and she was like, okay, I do remember this. The whole time Leslie talking, I don't think she heard anything Leslie said, because she started putting two and two together. And Leslie like, what are you doing here like that? She said, I gotta go like that. And she ran out the house. Baby, ain't no way she would, if you know, as crazy as Leslie is, if I was Leslie and I was crazy and I seen you take this picture, you're not finna go out my door with this picture, especially if I know that I'm crazy and I'm trying to do something. Baby, I would have took that phone and took that picture, but I'm glad she did, and I'm glad Kat went over there, and I'm glad Kat put two and two together, and I'm glad Kat realized who she was. Now go tell it on them, y'all. Go tell it, Kat. Go tell it. Now Eva can't deny it. Too late. You had a chance, Eva. You can't deny it now, because Kat done busted your ass, hunty. I was like, ooh, it's about to go down. Tomas is definitely a traitor, though. Because he told everything that Eva told him, and then he gonna feel bad afterwards. I was like, how you gonna feel bad afterwards? Because you the one offered the information. Kat didn't ask you. She was just venting to you and letting you know, and you offered your help. You said, what if there's something I can do to help? And then you snitched on her. And Leslie said, "What was that about? What was she doing here like that?" And Eva was like, "I don't know." Well, too late now. Y'all about to find out. Lord, it's tomorrow is Friday. It's gonna be going down tomorrow, child. I hope, I hope that she take that picture and show it to her mom and her dad, because her mom know who Sherri is, but hopefully she'll recognize her just like Kat recognized her. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully she'll recognize her, and we know Ted recognized, because Ted recognized her with all them wigs. He recognized her as Anna, he recognized her as Sherri, but y'all remember too, Ted is under the impression that her name is Dana. So, Chad, I don't know if her real name is Dana or if her real name is Leslie, because you was crazy way back then that this man think your name is Dana and everybody else know you as Leslie. Like, what's really going on in the goings on of the Beyond the Gates in the Fairmont Crest? Okay? Leave y'all comments down below. Like the video, share the video. If you have not subscribed to the channel as of yet, what are you waiting for? It's fun over here, y'all. It is fun over here. Hit that subscribe button, click that bell notification for all, so that you never miss an upload, and so that you help me and my channel get in and remain in the YouTube algorithm. Thank you guys so much for your support. I truly, 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 truly appreciate you guys. I am truly grateful for you guys. So thank you again. And as we say before we go, love, peace, and hair grease. Smooches. Bye. Happy Thursday. Bye.